fam, welcome back to my channel. If you're interested on how this wig is applied and what I think about it, then stay tuned and keep watching. What's up, J fam? So I'll be talking about some hair, a wig to be exact. This is a color I've always wanted to try, but I've always been scared to try it. I don't know, I feel like it would look weird on me, so we're gonna go ahead and try it. This is by the brand Recool Your Hair Really Cool. Recool hair. Real human hair. And it comes with a bag with the wig in it. So I got a front lace wig. 5x5 to be exact, and then it's 20 inches. I like my hair long, so getting it out. It's this color right here. It comes with like the thing to mold it. It's kind of tangled. Hold on, no. Okay, taking it out the net. Taking it out the net. This is what it looks like. It's super soft. It's super soft. It feels so good. This is a color I've always wanted to try, but I've been so scared to try it, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully well. I know my mom did this color before, but I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. So the wig comes in there. There's more goodies that they actually include. So we got the wig cap, which I'm gonna use this one because it's literally the best color for me. I think this might be, is this a scrunchie or a bonnet? Oh, this is like a headband. Not my style, but it's very thoughtful, very cute, included. Oh, we got some lashes. They say you gonna be bad or you gonna be bad. You a baddie. But you got some lashes too. Another pair of lashes. Come through. Come through. Alright. Geez, they include a lot of stuff. Okay. That's empty. Last thing is a bonnet, I think. Okay. Yeah, so it's a bonnet to sleep in. I don't have it on right, but you get the idea. It's a bonnet. So that's very nice of them to include all that. Because most wigs I usually buy, usually just the wig, sometimes a pair of lashes. So that was really nice of them. So I'm gonna take this part out the wig. This is the wig now. So 5x5. Looks like it already got the baby hairs. It's just so soft. It looks like the knots aren't really bleached, like you can still see the knots through. So I would have to bleach the knots, but today I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna use some concealer to hide that. And then maybe another day I'll bleach it, depending on how the hair color looks on me. If I don't like, I don't know, I just gotta see. So I'm gonna put it on my wig stand. It also has like the hair clips and then the adjust in the back if you want to adjust it, which most wigs do have, just so they can fit around your head. So I usually use bold hold glue or sometimes the bold hold tape, but if I'm only going to keep it on for a little bit, I will use Got To Be, which I'm going to be doing because I want my actual hair out. So I'm gonna put her on. Actual hair down the middle. Put this side up. I'm just gonna put 2 quick braids in. If you wanted to do like a bun or something, you can. I'm just gonna do a couple quick braids. If you're gonna wear the wig longer, I suggest doing the braids a little bit more in a neater way, or doing multiple braids so that you could get it as flat as possible. When it's as flat as possible, it usually looks super natural. So, but I'm just doing it sloppy because I'm not gonna keep this in for a long time. You can sleep with the wig on if you want to, if it's like super glued on. Just to let you know. If you don't know how to braid, couple options. You could have someone braid it for you. Either you're paying someone, or yeah, you go and pay for someone to get it done, or you know someone who would just do it. Either way. Or you could also just watch a YouTube video. I remember when I learned how to braid, I used to watch a bunch of YouTube videos, and the reason why is because my babysitter, I was like a kid, and my babysitter, excuse me, used to braid all kinds of people's hair. She used to even braid my hair, and so I would just watch her braid hair. That was like her side hustle, I guess. She used to braid hair, and I would just sit there watching her braid hair. So I just picked up from her on how to braid, because that's literally all she did. That's what she did to make her money. So it was very insightful. If you have curly hair, again, get it braided, or straighten it and braid it like I did, because my hair is just curly. But when I do a wig with my hair naturally curly, I have to have it wet or super slick down with a lot of gel or some other hair products, just because I will get like a bump or something in my hair. Like, it won't look natural. Anyways, there's your 2 braids. I'm gonna show you guys in the back. Oh, excuse me. I just said excuse me to her like she's a real person. Okay, I'm gonna use a black elastic. And all you gotta do, crisscross, and then I usually tie it. And then after you tie it, just tuck it into the back. Like that. This is if you have like longer hair, thicker hair. If you have short hair, you can just literally throw the wig on. It's so much easier when you have short hair. So I'm gonna take the wig cap, open it. That'll look like an egg in a second. You want to get a wig cap that's similar to your color. If not, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. You could just work with it. You got to work with it to make it look natural, whether it's foundation, concealer, whatever you got. You can put that on top of your wig cap. But I got this one. It's basically my color. Like, it'll match. It'll look natural. So you're going to need some hairspray and some glue. I use the Got2b glue. Sometimes if I'm keeping in the wig longer than a few days, like 4 to 7 days or so, I will use Bold Hold. Because Bold Hold is literally a really strong glue. It'll hold that sucker down. Once you look like you're bald, pull it over your ears. This is what you gotta pay attention to, is your baby hairs. Make sure she is slicked and tucked back, because when you take off that wig and take off the cap, or you're cutting the cap, you might cut your baby hairs, or it'll just hurt and rip your baby hairs off. So you gotta be careful with that. Going in with some hairspray. I'm just gonna do this. Just do that. Ouch. I think I started getting into wigs when I was like in high school. My first wig was synthetic. I used to wear synthetic wigs before human hair, which I recommend if you're a beginner to wigs, start with synthetic because they're cheaper, and if you mess up like cutting it or something, it won't be as much as real human hair, because real human hair is much more expensive than synthetic hair. So we're just gonna load the hairspray on. Like that. Naturally, you would grab a blow dryer and let it dry, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm too lazy to get the blow dryer. So while that's drying, I'm gonna start prepping the knots. Some people use tanning spray. You could do that. I don't own any tanning spray, but I do own foundation powder, and I also use foundation. You could use concealer if you want. And I'm gonna grab this. This is like something I could just put it on. Sorry if I blinded you guys, but this is just something to put it on. So you could control the amount you put on there instead of just dabbing it a lot on, because when you put too much on, it's gonna look cakey and it doesn't look cute and natural when it's cakey. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and get a brush, kind of like using a smaller fluffy brush to control the amount. So grabbing a little bit and just going in on her. And I like doing circular motions because sometimes it looks too cakey, and when it's too cakey and you use a lot, it'll actually come through the hair and it'll stick on it, and it's just not fun getting out. You could just use a makeup remover wipe if you get it on the hair, but it's better to use a smaller brush like this, fluffy, and just go in circles so it's not cakey. You could also get your wig professionally installed, but that is a lot more pricey than you just doing it yourself. It's not really hard to put it on yourself, in my opinion. I don't know, I've practiced, but yeah. But anyways, I got into wigs when I was basically in high school. That's basically around the time everybody else was getting into wigs. Celebrities like Kylie Jenner used to do different wigs. I wanted to get into wigs because I feel like I didn't want to damage my hair. Growing up, I damaged my hair so much by dyeing it and bleaching it, and I didn't want to do that anymore. So I just wanted to get into wigs because I didn't want to damage my hair anymore. And I really wanted to change my style here and there and just see what it looks like. So this is what it looks like now with the foundation. Flip it through. As you can see, it already looks like skin pretty much. So now I'm gonna go in with the face powder and just go on top to set it. Yeah, I didn't want to bleach my hair or dye it anymore, so I got into wigs just so I could keep my hair safe. So when you part it, see, it looks like skin. That's what you want. You want it to look like your skin. But you can, this is actually a trick that I do. If you want to, you could use like a black, if you have like dark hair, this works for dark hair. When it comes to blonde and lighter hair colors, I don't know. But when it comes to dark hair, this is the trick, is you could wear a black wig cap, or even use black eyeshadow and just go along like the line you're trying to do. And it'll blend right in, looks natural. That's what I got away with. But when it comes to lighter hair, you want it to match, and black eyeshadow won't work. Your favorite egg is back in the building. So I'm done drawing. She's done drawing. Take some scissors. I like to cut the ear first on both sides. Be careful not to cut your ear. And then you just want to slip your little ear through. Make sure your hair stays tucked in. And just take out your ears. Okay, same thing for this side. Is just pulling your ear out. Make sure it's comfortable, because if it's not comfortable, you're not going to be comfortable with the wig on. After that, yeah, she's dry. Make sure you could just cut down the middle so you can see my eyebrows again. Okay. Make sure not to cut your skin off. Just cut her basically to your, where you want it to stop with the wig. That made no sense. I'm sorry. I can't focus and talk at the same time. Okay. You could also just cut this part. I don't want to come here. Okay. This part is crucial. The wig cap. If you mess up the wig cap, you gotta start it all over, because it won't be good with the wig. Like say if you went all the way back right here where your baby hairs are, you're gonna rip your baby hairs out or something. It's not gonna be pretty if you mess up. So just go ahead and cut. And keep that piece there to protect my sideburns. And you want to cut this piece as flat as possible. It's okay if it's a little bit up like that, because you're going to glue it down, so that doesn't matter. Then you want to just put the wig on, just to make sure you covered it to where it needs to be covered. She a little snug or whatever. So you want this to be right here, basically. You're gonna pull it down. Okay, I think I'm gonna cut the side off a little bit. Okay. See this part right here, you want to tuck it under to make sure it's secure. I think I also did transparent lace. This might be the HD lace actually. HD lace is when it blends in perfectly to your skin. It's a little bit pricier, but it blends in perfectly. Transparent is where it has a little bit of a tint to it, which is not a problem at all. Okay, so I'm gonna just glue it down and then I'll cut it. Some people cut it first, but because I want it to be as flawless as possible, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it or glue it. I'm taking my Got To Be glue, a rat tail comb, taking some. When you first try a wig and put it on and everything, it's gonna feel uncomfortable. That's completely normal. The reason why is because you're just not used to it, but once you get used to it, it's gonna feel normal. The only way it does feel comfortable when you first start wearing wigs is if you just throw it on, you don't glue it, you don't use no wig cap. Or you could use a wig cap, but you don't do this process. Taking the rat tail comb. And you're gonna let it dry for a little bit. So I'm just using a rat tail comb to basically pick up the product, push it down flat. Some people also put makeup on right here. I don't do that because it's not going to stick really as good. And it just builds up over the time you wear it, so it doesn't look cute. In my opinion, I don't like it. But if you like it, you could just do that. But I don't like it, so I'm not gonna let it dry down for a little bit before sticking it on. So I'm gonna let her dry down for a little bit until it gets tacky, kind of like eyelash glue. You want it to be tacky. You don't want it to be completely dry, you don't want it to be completely wet. You want to be dry down just a little bit. So it's been a little bit of time. I'm gonna go ahead and stick it down. And push. This part you also have to be a little bit cautious of because it can be wrinkly, and if it's wrinkly, there's just, oh, it's so bad. Okay. I do watch a lot of like professional hairstylists, like celebrity hairstylists that do wigs and stuff. My favorite, I like Tokyo Styles. Tokyo Styles is so talented. Like, I couldn't even think of, she's just amazing. Tokyo Styles is so talented. I also like Hair by Jay. He's also pretty good. I usually watch his lives, and that's how I usually get the inspiration and process of how to do this. Tokyo Styles is more like creative in like styling, I would say, which Hair by Jay, I think he's more with color a little bit. Well, they both do the same thing pretty much, but Tokyo Styles does not play when it comes to like creativeness at all. Okay. Once it's down, way down, you could go ahead and cut it. But mine is a little bit wet still, just slightly, so I'm gonna let it sit a little bit before I cut it. I'm gonna get my gel, and then I also got my edge comb. I don't know what you call it, but it's like a comb on one side, and then it's like a little bristle brush, I guess, to slick down your edges or your baby hairs, whatever you call it. And if your wig doesn't come with baby hairs, you could create your own. Now I'm just gonna take some scissors. This is the most important part with cutting it. If you cut it too short, it's gonna mess it up. If you leave too much lace, it's gonna be obvious. So you wanna cut it just right. So I'm just gonna cut this down the middle first. It's easier to do sections. And then you also want to do like cut it like that instead of just straight. You want to kind of have it like with curves to make it look more like a hairline. So you just take a little section. Some gel. If you use edge control, you could use that as well. I just use gel. This is the Eco Gel. That's basically all I'm gonna do. You could add more, you could add less. Taking the scarf, just rolling it up. Tying it in the back. And then you're also gonna need a hot comb or straightener. Okay, so now I'm taking it off because it's been a while. Just slowly. Just taking the comb, you could part it in whatever way you want. I'm gonna go down the middle. Maybe not the middle. Maybe not the middle part. Let's see. Maybe a side part. I think a side part. Okay. I don't know why, but this part by the part I parted is like short for some reason. Taking some heat protectant. This is by Recool. Just gonna take a little bit of that. Brush it through with my fingers. This is real human hair, so you don't want to damage it by applying too much heat. Taking a lot for this straightening for some reason, and I'm too lazy to sit here straightening it, but this is as good as it's getting. Taking my hot comb, go ahead and make this part flat. This is also what helps with the bump. You see how like, well, there was a bump. That helps when you have a hot comb. Grabbing some hair foam. This is Tropical Roots for all hair types. Moisturizing sculpting foam. That was kind of a lot. And I'm just gonna put this where the hairs are sticking up. This is really cute. Take my scarf. Just tying it back. Not just tying it flat. I'm going to leave it just a little bit because I don't want to mess it up. I actually like it like this in a way, but I don't know. Just a little bit more, I guess. I like it. I think it's super cute. This color, I've been hesitant, but I'm actually really loving it. The wig itself, out of the wigs I've used, and I don't know how much I paid. I think I paid around $200 for this. It's real human hair, so that's why. And it's HD lace. One thing is how that part was short. That's weird to me. My wigs usually don't have that. The color is bomb. I love the color. Straightening it was like a no-go. I didn't want to straighten for some reason. I think I have to like wash it and then blow dry it out or something. I don't know. But it's cute. Got a lot of body. It's not stiff. Stiff wear. Stiff wear. Looks natural. Super cute. Anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.